Toyota, like always, has gone crazy again. They have taken another public stand against EVs, asking that all production of EVs should be shut down. If this is news to you, then subscribe to our channel to catch up on events around the EV industry. We've got a video on Toyota's stance that will help you catch up just fine. However, if you choose to continue with us on this video, we promise you won't be lost. These are fantastic times we live in, times when the power truly belongs to the people, and our governments all around the world cannot force us to yield to their will. This has been why Toyota has been against the EV rave. Toyota believes that the consumer should be able to choose what they want and not the government choosing for them. EVs will help the environment, but should people be forced? Let's see in detail what Toyota has to say on this. You see, it appears that Toyota believes the current EV movement is a scam. Meet Akio Toyoda, the seasoned leader of Toyota who's been steering the company through the twists and turns of the automotive world for years. He's no ordinary CEO. He's got the great knowledge and superb instinct of the car industry that's second to none. His instinct to take a back seat while everyone else was rushing headlong into the electric vehicle frenzy looks to have been proven right. Akio Toyoda kept sounding the alarm, warning us about the cons of going all in on EVs, while others were jumping onto the EV bandwagon. Toyota cautioned car manufacturers against putting all their eggs in one electric basket. Akio Toyoda advocated for giving consumers the freedom of choice rather than pushing them onto a single option. But that's not all. He had a couple of secret projects up his sleeve that could potentially revolutionize the automotive industry and challenge the dominance of electric cars forever. Little did he know that he wasn't setting himself up, or maybe he did know and he didn't care. What do you think? Fast forward to the recent Tokyo Auto Salon event, where Toyota unveiled some impressive gas-powered vehicles like the Griaris and the Lexus LBX RR Morizo concept. Amidst the buzz, Akio Toyoda shocked everyone by reaffirming his stance that battery electric vehicles aren't the only solution for achieving carbon neutrality. However, Akio Toyoda's outspoken views didn't sit well with everyone, and it led to some serious politicking that made him lose his CEO role. Toyota was replaced with the current CEO, Koji. Do you think Toyoda regrets his comments on EV? The pressure on Toyota didn't stop there. Environmentalists, backed by politicians and investors, launched boycotts, protests, and scathing open letters, demanding that Toyota either embrace EVs or face hefty fines. Big investors like Academic Rep Pension and other major European funds joined the chorus, worried that Toyota's reluctance to fully embrace battery EVs would leave them trailing behind competitors. However, Toyota responded by saying they are holding firm on their ground against the tide of pressure and sticking to their vision of offering consumers a range of options beyond just electric vehicles. At Toyota's annual general meeting, the executive vice president Masahiko said that the banning of internal combustion engine cars is not the solution to a green planet. Masahiko said that the emission levels of these cars are the issue, so we should focus on reducing them instead. He further said there are more watts to make the planet greener. What does he mean? Toyota's argument stems from the fact that EVs aren't practical for everyone. And while that statement might be considered unpopular, it is true. Think about it. At the current prices EVs are being sold, not everyone can afford an EV, and that is just the tip of the iceberg. If you can afford an EV, you are headed down the path of multiple issues with the charging infrastructure, an alarming rate of EV fires, and massive repair costs. Bottom line is that EVs are expensive, and when you consider that some parts of the world don't even have the technological ecosystem to cater to an EV, you'll realize how deep the rabbit hole goes. Right now, EVs are a luxury for the larger parts of the world. As you can see, Toyota is playing a bigger and different game than the rest of the automotive world. The leadership at Toyota is looking at the bigger picture and saying to the whole world that we need to think about every single human when making decisions that will affect everyone. The government and car companies was built for everyone, and not just the elite, not just the folks who can jump on the EV bandwagon with zero downside to them. Picture this. There are people in Africa who cannot afford a $2,000 Toyota of 2015. Now the law says he must save up to buy an EV worth $30,000? Well, that won't work. Even Elon Musk, the EV pioneer, the man who is single-handedly responsible for the acceleration of the EV revolution, just faced a brutal reality check as his net worth took a $28 billion hit when his cherished Tesla company took a disastrous third-quarter loss. The company's shares took a nosedive, going down by over 177%, erasing $138 billion in market cap. This happened over just 2 days. This is an alarming reversal for Tesla, a company that was high on the EV market, taking charge and leading the world into a supposedly all-electric future. When asked what he thinks of the current EV crash, Akio Toyoda, the former CEO but current chairman of Toyota, said people were asleep before but are awake now and are finally seeing the reality of these overpriced EVs. Customers now understand that the government's proposed EV option will do nothing but prevent many people from entering the car market. Signs of the rise of people against EVs can be seen worldwide as other major automakers are also pumping the brakes on their EV ambitions. Companies like Lucid had just cut its production targets by 30%, while other car manufacturers like General Motors have delayed the launch of their Chevy Silverado EV by a whole year. Recently, Ford joined the list of car companies jumping off the EV ship by killing off its F-150 Lightning production. Ford is one of the companies whose failure in the EV market served as an important eye-opener to the general public. After selling EVs at a resounding loss of $36,000 per car for a whole year. So what is the future for Toyota? Many people believe that Toyota will never make EVs because of the company's loud stance against the electrification of cars. Well, they already did, and called it the BZ4X. The car has been reviewed by many who all gave similar comments, that Toyota making a $70,000 EV with plastic as body panels show that EV is not where their heart is, and this EV was just a way of appeasing the few. Toyota believes in making cars that do not hurt our planet, but they say that EVs are not the way to do that. What this means is that Toyota is changing the way they build cars and working on better carbon neutrality vehicles. To figure out which type of cars Toyota might be working on, let's look at their numbers. In 2023, they sold over 54,000 plug-in hybrid cars, including 1,715 all-electric BZ4X and almost 40,000 plug-in hybrids. That's a 10x increase over the previous year. By the fourth quarter of 2023, Toyota reports a record 22,800 electric vehicle sales, which is a whopping 61% year-over-year increase, accounting for a solid 32.6% of the total sales Toyota made. Toyota sold the RAV4 Prime plug-in hybrid the most alongside other hybrid cars. The RAV4 plug-in hybrid is the reigning champion with the all-electric BZ4X and the Lexus RZ making significant waves. The sales of the all-electric BZ4X combined with that of the Lexus RZ also took a hit as they collectively sold 8,827 units in the quarter globally, showing that even though there is a market for EVs, it is nowhere enough to sustain the car world. This is why, despite the beyond-average sale Toyota is making, the management at Toyota slashed their 2024 EV sales forecast by over 30%. In a surprising turn of events, Toyota are blaming the slash of their forecasted 2024 EV sales on the Chinese market and unbearable EV prices. This is also the reason stated by Toyota on being against charging headfirst into the EV fever. Toyota will be leaning back into its comfort zone of hybrids. As you can already predict, this strategy is causing quite a stir as it does not sit well with environmentalists who don't see things the way Toyota sees them. These environmentalists are up in arms demanding Toyota stop their anti-climate lobbying and fully embrace vehicular electrification. Regardless of the fact that Toyota is right, EVs are still being forced down people's throats. It is time we explore other ways of making our planet greener and give consumers a choice. Do you think Toyota has a point? Could there be other ways to achieve a lower vehicular carbon footprint than EVs? Let us know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching our video. Subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on the happenings in the EV landscape.